class,
Of the county.
of the country, of the continent? Okay. All right, I'll let you believe that.
We had a ceiling tile.
Okay, so if we're going to take the derivative of this by implicit differentiation, means that we do not have to isolate for y. Okay? If you can isolate for y, you can, but you don't have to because you know how to do implicit. So this is second derivative now, so it's a different level here. So let's do the first derivative first, which would be 4x cubed plus 4y cubed y prime. To do chain rule, this is differentiating with respect to x. Of course, the derivative of 1 is 0. So let's solve for y prime now. So we get the y prime term by itself and everything over to the other side. Let's divide by 4y cubed. And we have y prime equals negative x cubed over y cubed. You okay with that? Does that look good? All right, so now we need to take the derivative of the derivative. That's the definition of a second derivative. Take the derivative of the derivative. So y double prime here is then the derivative of the top. Oh, and I have your quizzes, by the way, to get back to you. The derivative of the top, which is negative 3x squared times the bottom, minus the top, negative x cubed, times the derivative of the bottom, 3y squared y prime, all over the bottom squared. So that's going to be y to the 6. We good so far?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, we do not want to have this y prime in there. We cannot have that. So what we have to do is we have to substitute what y prime is into y prime of the expression. So that's sort of the third step, really. First derivative, second derivative, then substitute. So change colors down here. You can see what we're doing. So we have negative 3x squared y cubed. And then we have, we'll do, well, I'll do minus here. Well, I'll do the plus because I'll combine these and just multiply these out. X cubed, 3y squared. Now this is going to be times a negative x cubed over y cubed, right? Because that's the derivative. Everybody see that? Okay, does that look good? So I can see that these y squareds will go with 2 of these y's, so we just have 1 y down there. And the x cubed and the x cubed will come to x to the 6th, and this is going to be a minus. So let's...
Wait, Mr.
Sorry?
Maxwell,
Yep.
Can't you, instead of canceling those, just change the y, like, because... Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, so you want to, I mean, you want to simplify when you can. So you want to combine like this. You want to multiply those out. And you want to divide these ones, right? 2 and 3, or same as subtracting the exponents. So this is going to be y to the 2 minus 3, or y to the negative 1. So I'll write it out here for you. So it's 3x squared y squared cubed. Is that cubed? Cubed. There's going to be minus now x to the 6. Sorry, minus 3x to the 6 over y. All over y to 6. Good so far? Can't have a fraction inside a fraction, so what we're going to do is we're going to combine these terms. So let's put that over y, which we have to also multiply the top by a y as well. So that's going to look, next step's going to be like this. Yeah, negative 3x squared y to the 4th now, minus 3x to the 6th, all over y to the 6th. So as you know, when you divide by something and then divide by something else at the same time, it's like you're dividing by the product of the two. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this over y to the 7. So over y 6th times y. Now we're getting close, okay? You want to factor the top though to see if there's anything you can substitute or any factors you can divide off. So we're not quite done yet. But I will take out a negative 3x squared, because that's common to both of these terms up top. And I'm left with y to the 4th minus, plus x to the 4th, all over y to the 7. And are you noticing anything now at this stage? Remember yesterday, we went back and looked at the original question near the end, and we have x to the 4th plus y to the 4th, which we see come again. So in order to simplify this, we can just replace that with 1. And so then your answer then becomes, in blue here, second derivative is negative 3x squared over y to the 7. Because this is now times 1 right here, right? It's a 1. Okay, now check the answer for me. Does that look right? That is the answer. Okay, so that's second derivative by implicit differentiation. So you can go ahead and do B and C now, hopefully. You bet. And I'll just show you the answers to B and C here in a minute. Okay, here's the solutions for A, for B, and for C, respectively. C is pretty nasty. I'll show you. There's a solution for C right here. So yeah, that's probably a good test question. Yeah, the first test question maybe. Anyways, so C is pretty wild, but should you take up the challenge, that's the solution there. The solution for B is right here, negative 1 over y cubed. And there's the solution for A right there.